So you want to use LinkedIn to find a job, but you're not really sure where to begin, then you're definitely in the right place. In this video, I'm going to cover exactly how to use LinkedIn to find a job. Hi, I'm Angel Santiago, founder of the mentorship platform WAYAHEAD and your personal mentor. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on. Every week, I'm dropping videos to help you in life, career, and everything in between. LinkedIn is by far my favorite tool to use when I'm trying to find a job. It's the only platform out there that really lets you connect with your future employer beyond just sending a resume. But I know it can be a little intimidating if you're new to the platform. So let me show you exactly what you need to do. The first thing we're going to go over is using the search function. And I know that's a little obvious, but I want to make sure that you're aware of all of the different things that you can do in there. So let's jump into LinkedIn. Okay, cool. So here we are in my LinkedIn. And the first thing that we're going to cover is actually using the search function within LinkedIn to find a job. So the way we would do this is we would go up to the top here to this little briefcase and we would hit jobs. And this opens up LinkedIn's job page. Right off the bat, you're going to notice that there are a lot of similarities between LinkedIn and another job aggregator like Indeed. One of the cool things up here is you can save jobs, you can look at the jobs that you've applied to, you can set job alerts. So what this is you can set alerts based on the titles, the companies, the cities, whatever it may be, and you'd receive a push notification whenever a new job was created that met your criteria, which is pretty cool. Here you would search based on keywords, whether it's title, the company, certification, whatever it may be that applies to what you're looking for. And then here you can set your location. This, if you leave it blank, it's just going to look everywhere. You can zoom in a little bit and say the United States. You can zoom in and pick a particular city, or you can say remote also. Another cool thing that LinkedIn does on just this job page initially is it actually gives you recommendations based on your profile. So LinkedIn looks at your current position and past positions that you've held along with your experience, your certification, and your education to give you recommendations on different types of jobs that you might qualify for. So let's say I was interested in becoming an executive assistant, and LinkedIn automatically populates executive assistant within the United States, and here we can see that a bunch of different jobs show up. This first one's from Amazon, and what you can do actually when you want to apply to a job is you would just click on apply, and you'll be able to apply to jobs in one of two ways. It's either going to take you externally to the company's site for you to apply through there the way you just saw, or it's actually going to give you the option to easy apply. So let's see if we can find an example here. Here's a position that allows you to easy apply. And what this means is when you click on easy apply, it's actually just going to take you internally through LinkedIn for you to follow the flow to apply. You'll have to submit a resume. It might ask you a few questions, but it's really super easy and you should be able to apply to a job in 30 seconds. A lot of times also there are opportunities for you to see who's actually responsible. I'm just clicking through a few of these examples for us to see. Okay, here's a good one. So we actually noticed that this person here is the person who posted the listing, and you can actually reach out to them. So what you would do is you would apply. After you apply, your LinkedIn profile is going to be shared with the individual that created the job, and then you could take it a step further by sending them an email. And this could be a great tool for you to use to just say, hey, I just applied to the job, I appreciate your consideration. You might want to send them a cover letter if they ask for it, but again, it just gives you an opportunity to be a little more visible than you otherwise would have been. There aren't too many platforms out there that you're going to be able to do this with. So if you apply to a job on LinkedIn and you see somebody's listed there as a person who posted the job, you should reach out to them and just thank them for the opportunity to be able to apply, and thank them for their consideration. So let's see if there's anything else that we need to call out here. Another cool thing actually is noticing how many connections you have in working at a particular company, and this is something I'm going to cover a little further down this video, but I just wanted to call that out, that this is where you would see that. So you notice that there are these little floating heads here, that connections within the company, and if you click on it, it's actually going to bring you to that page so you can send them a message. And again, we're going to cover this in a second. The second thing we're going to look at is leveraging your connections. LinkedIn is really unique in the way they group people together and how you can see your friends and the connections that you've made. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, awesome. So we just went through the search function within LinkedIn. The second thing that we want to cover are going to be your connections. So you can actually see your connections up here in My Network, and this is going to show you all your first degree connections, so the people that you're actually connected with. I'm not, I use this when I want to reach out to somebody directly, but when it comes to looking for a job, the way that I like to do it is I'll just come up to the search function here within LinkedIn up at the top, and then you'll set your connections. You can either set it to first or second degree. Let's just use second degree connections. To me are super powerful because it really gives you an opportunity to amplify your network way beyond just the people that you're connected with. So let's say you were interested in a particular company. Let's pick Google. It's right here. So what you'll see is these are the second degree connections that I have at Google. So what that means is I'm connected to someone who is then connected to someone else who's working at Google. The people that we're connected to, they might even be able to give us an introduction to somebody to then be able to take it a step further and maybe get a job referral. Referrals when it comes to getting a job are super important. So your first degree connections, those are people that you can reach out to right away and say, hey, I'm interested in a job at your company. Would you mind giving me a referral? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be totally fine with that. But then your second degree connections allows you, again, to amplify your network and maybe look at opportunities where you don't have somebody necessarily working there. So if let's say I didn't have anybody in my network who was working at Google, I would then look at second degree connections. I would ask my first degree connection, hey, can you make an introduction? I would start a conversation and then see if that new connection that I just made is open to giving me a referral. So this is super powerful, and what you would do here is you could either connect with them, you can go on their profiles and try to send them a message, whatever it may be to help you get the job. The third thing we're gonna look at are groups. Groups are a really powerful tool that you can leverage, and you can actually find groups based on your professional interests, your personal interests, your alumni groups, whatever it may be, and you can leverage the people in the groups to potentially find a job. Awesome. The third thing that we're going to cover are groups. Groups are really important for you to make connections with people who are like-minded or share similar interests as you or a similar career path. So you could actually see the groups that you belong to on the left-hand side here. You'll see it in groups. But if you're looking for new groups that you might be able to leverage to be able to find a job, what you would do is you would go up to the search function here, and then you could just click groups. And this brings up all of the different groups. And you can go through here, see if there are any groups that stand out to you. You can also try searching for different groups based on a particular certification, a particular career path, education path, a school, whatever it may be. You can find different groups that serve your needs, and then connect and start engaging with people within that group. So as a veteran, I can click on this group here and I see different veterans, and they make posts and things like that, and you can start communicating and engaging. Sometimes they make posts about different jobs that are available that you might be able to apply to. If the person made a post and you guys are in a common group, you'd be able to reach out to that person and say, hey, can you give me a referral to this job? Or reach out to them directly if they're the ones who are hiring for it and say, I'm really interested in this position. What is it that you're looking for? So groups are definitely a great way for you to leverage people who are outside of your network. These might even be third degree connections. I mean, they're definitely going to be third degree connections in these groups, but since you share mutual interests, this might be a way for you to get in and actually get a referral to maximize your chances of getting the job. So groups are super important. Make sure you check them out. And the fourth thing we're going to cover are posts and your actual activity on the platform. LinkedIn is absolutely amazing when it comes to organic reach. I've seen people make posts about how they recently lost a job or how they're in the job market for the first time, and the amount of support that you can get from a single post is astonishing. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Awesome, and the last thing that we're going to cover are posts. So like any other social media platform, people can post their opinions, can post jobs, can post articles, whatever they're interested in. They can make these posts and you have an opportunity to engage with them. The cool thing about posts on LinkedIn in particular is that the organic reach is so much better than it is on other platforms, especially when it comes to looking for a job. So I've personally seen people make posts about how they recently lost a job or they're in the job market, and it has blown up to get views that far exceed your personal network. So posts are really important for you to look at. The cool thing here about LinkedIn is you can look at posts based on their relevance. So this is going to give you top posts, so posts that people might be engaging with the most, posts that are most relevant to you. But then you can also look at most recent. So you would just click on this here and do most recent, and you can see these different posts. So if I was looking for a job, one of the things that I would do is I would start going through and engaging with decision makers, engaging with companies, engaging with different people in a similar lane on their posts, sharing my opinion, talking to them, getting seen, getting known, growing my network. And that's really important. The thing about social media is that you have to be social, and you have to remember that LinkedIn is social media. So going through here and engaging with some of these posts and just making sure that you're meeting people and that you're expanding your network. The other thing that you can do, like always, is start your own post. So you would actually create a post up here. So if you were looking for a job, you could start typing things. Like other platforms, you can at people and start typing things. You can at companies, you can use hashtags to be able to refine what it is that you're talking about. So posts are a really great way that I feel like job seekers are underutilizing right now. You can really create a post saying, I'm interested in a company, here's my resume, and you can actually post your resume as an attachment or as a picture, and people can see that and interact with it and engage with it. You can get feedback on your resume right away. There have been times where I've been scrolling through LinkedIn, I've seen a resume, and I've sent the person a DM and just said, hey, look, these are some of the things that I would change. This is something that's working really well for you. And just giving that feedback to people is huge. So if you're looking for a job, receiving that feedback could definitely help you out. So please, please, please leverage the fact that LinkedIn is a social media platform. Engage with other people's content and create your own content to maximize your opportunities of finding a job. There you have it, folks. I covered exactly how to use LinkedIn to find a job. If this video helped you, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. And if you know anybody that might need to hear this, please share this video with them. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification on, because every week I'm dropping videos to help you in life, career, and everything in between.